Hi, my name Khufu the Pharaoh, and today I will be answering CCR Question 3 on behalf of my friend Abdullah, and tell you how did his production skills developed throughout this project. Parche is a psychological thriller movie that takes viewers deep into the mind of a woman living with dissociative identity disorder, which used to be called multiple personality disorder. The story follows an ordinary-seeming woman whose life seems completely normal at first. But as the movie goes on, we discover she has another, much darker personality hidden inside her, a dangerous killer. The film plays with our sense of reality, making us question what's real and what's happening only in the character's mind. This creates a powerful, emotional experience where audiences both feel sorry for the main character and are scared of what she might do. His Photoshop skills evolved dramatically as I learned to construct layered compositions that visually distinguished between the protagonist's multiple personalities. Through meticulous masking techniques, I created haunting double exposures that represented the character's fractured psyche, while advanced dodging and burning brought depth to key emotional close-ups. In Premiere Pro, I pushed my editing capabilities beyond basic cuts, developing sophisticated pacing strategies that used rhythmic montage sequences during tense personality transitions and implementing precise match cuts to maintain narrative continuity across shifting identities. The project marked my first deep dive into After Effects, where I taught myself glitch transitions that mirrored mental breakdowns through data moshing techniques and created unsettling parallax effects by manipulating 2.5D space. My color grading skills saw particular growth as I developed a signature greenish cyan tint throughout the film, achieved through lumetri color adjustments that balanced teal shadows with desaturated highlights, creating a clinical yet eerie atmosphere that reflected the protagonist's institutionalized state. This consistent palette was carefully modified for different personalities, with warmer tones bleeding through during violent episodes and colder, more saturated greens dominating dissociative states. Sound design became equally crucial as I discovered the power of Foley to ground surreal moments in tangible reality. I recorded and layered dozens of custom sounds, from the squeak of hospital gurneys to the visceral crunch of bones, building a library that gave physical weight to psychological trauma. Through this process, I learned how subtle audio cues like asynchronous breathing or barely perceptible whispers could create profound unease. The film's final mix taught me the importance of dynamic range, as I balanced diegetic sounds against an atmospheric score that used pitch-shifted strings to signal personality shifts. Every technical challenge in Parche, from achieving the perfect glitch effect to maintaining color consistency across varied lighting conditions, ultimately strengthened my problem-solving skills and artistic vision as a filmmaker. Mise en scene became a powerful storytelling tool as I curated each element within the frame to reflect psychological states. I learned to manipulate practical lighting, using flickering fluorescence to induce anxiety during transition scenes and stark, high-contrast shadows during violent personality shifts. The institutional green walls of our primary location were intentionally exaggerated through my color grading to create a sickly, oppressive atmosphere. This signature greenish cyan tint, achieved through meticulous lumetri adjustments, became a visual through line, its intensity fluctuating with the protagonist's mental state, appearing more saturated during dissociative episodes and taking on a murkier quality during depressive sequences. Through Parche, I didn't just make a film, I underwent a complete creative metamorphosis. Every technical challenge, from mastering the unsettling green-tinged color grade to crafting disorienting glitch transitions and After Effects, pushed me to think like both an artist and a problem solver. I learned how cinematography, sound design, and editing don't just serve a story. They become the story, shaping emotion and psychology in ways dialogue alone cannot. The precision of my Foley work taught me how sound breathes life into visuals, while my experiments in framing and mise en scene revealed how a single shot, when composed with intention, can convey fractures of identity more powerfully than exposition. Most importantly, Parche proved that technical skills are meaningless without purpose. Every effect, Every cut and every color adjustment had to earn its place in the service of the narrative. This project didn't just expand my toolkit. It redefined how I see filmmaking itself as a collaboration between technique and storytelling, where craft exists to make the invisible visible. Moving forward, I carry not just sharper skills, but a deeper understanding of how to wield them with restraint and meaning. Parche was my education, and now it's my foundation. What we've just explored is more than just a breakdown of technical skills. It's the story of how Abdullah transformed as a filmmaker through the creation of Parche. This project became his crucible, forging raw talent into refined craft through countless hours of experimentation, failure, and breakthrough moments. As Abdullah moves forward, he carries not just better technical abilities, but an entirely new filmmaking philosophy. Parche taught him that great films aren't made through flashy techniques alone, but through the thoughtful application of craft in service of emotional truth. The late nights troubleshooting effects, the endless sound mixing sessions, the intense debates about color palettes, they were all part of forging this new perspective. Thanks for joining me on this walkthrough of Abdullah's creative journey. If you found this insightful, wait until you see what he's working on next. Until then, keep creating, keep pushing boundaries, and remember, every great filmmaker was once where Abdullah is now. Khufu out!